Man, no greater message I needed to hear today. And I actually stumbled upon the message. I was just like, yo, look at how God works, man. But I actually want to go through it, share it with the peoples. You feel me? So let me tell you actually why I really needed to hear this message. I think it was last night. Yes, last night. Obviously, TikTok 10K by the end of this month. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, sure. But, anyways, I found myself really worrying about the numbers and really worrying about, like, damn, is this gonna be a good post? Damn, is it gonna, go viral? And then in the moment I realized, yo, like I need to stop myself, bro. It became a thing of I was procrastinating so much while I was trying to make the video that I was like, okay, nah, maybe I should switch it up to this. No, let me do this. No, let me do that. You know what I'm saying? So now my head is everywhere. I didn't know, but I did end up posting because I have made the commitment that I will post every day until the end of this month, most definitely. That's just something I need to do for myself, for my yeah, definitely. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen though. But anyways, man. So with that said, I just found myself like really getting caught up with, getting that validation from the numbers, from the excuse me, the likes and everything, and looking at how the other videos have been doing after the one that blew up big. You know what I'm saying? So it starts getting to your head. It starts getting to you. No cap, no cap. But anyways, I was listening to a podcast today. Actually, I don't know why today. For some reason, I was just on my podcast thing again because I could not remember the last time I'd listened to a podcast in the car. I think it's been quite a few, and I used to do it like all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it felt really good getting back to that mojo, even in the gym again, putting in my AirPods, listening to podcast stuff like that. So I happened to stumble upon Gary Vee's podcast. Yeah, he's one of the consistent people I actually listen to, and um, this podcast, it was titled Most Valuable Way to Spend Your Time. From the title, bro, I would have not thought that this would have been the message. That the message, this is what the podcast message would have entailed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to this thing and I'm like, yo, this is exactly what I'm going through right now. Keep listening, Matt. It was great. It was great. Let me stop talking too much and just explain everything. Some of the key points that I got out of this podcast was don't overthink, just make a decision. And I love this one because of how he elaborates upon that idea. We've always heard don't overthink things, just decide and move. But the way he put it was yes, make a decision. It may go wrong, cool, but you dwelling on the fact of what would the alternative have been? The alternative, you telling yourself the alternative would have been the better one. And he's like, you don't know that. He's basically saying, you will never get close to making the right decision because you will not have known how the alternative would have played out whatsoever. And it's like, yo, deep it though. For example, I always like use this perspective thing. Let's say there was a decision to maybe stay home or go on a trip to, let's say, Cape Town, for example. And let's just say I happen to decide to, this is a very bad example. I'm not great at making examples, but I'm just trying to like, just make it make sense. Let's say you do decide to stay home, right? Maybe because like, I don't know, bro. There's some reason you decide to stay home. Cool. You realize that you made the wrong decision because now maybe your boys are in Cape Town and they're having such a great time. You know what I'm saying? And you're beating yourself up because you decided to stay home for whatever reason it may have been. But who knows? Maybe you did make the decision to go to Cape Town and you died on the plane, like in a plane crash. Or you arrived there and you got into a car accident with the Uber on your way to the house. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing I like, bro, you will not know how the alternative would have played out. So what you're doing at the time, another point he makes, you're making a decision based on the information you have at the time. In six months down the line, you may come to a realization that actually no, I maybe should have doubled down on that. I maybe should have, done more of that, whatever it is, but you would not have had that information in the moment. So you thought you did what you thought was best in the moment. You see what I'm saying? So you make the call that you thought was right at the time. Yes. So we've got 2 points down so far. The third one was speed. He says speed over everything, guys. A thing of like, you must just move fast so you can learn from doing. He learns from doing. And he says that's why his thing is just so slick when it comes to content creation, when it comes to knowing his audience. He just does. Like, bro, the time that you take literally deciding, see, for example, myself, yesterday, trying to edit this video, busy procrastinating, maybe I should do this one, maybe I should do this. Bro, you know how much time it took before I finally posted the video? And funny enough, I posted the thing that I decided at the beginning I was gonna post. But guess what? I went in circles and I went in a loop. I went on a tangent, trying to, piece this, piece that together. You know how much time that took out of my day, bro? What a waste of time for me to just post what I was going to post in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it just simply becomes a thing of, you just need to realize that sometimes speed is better than trying to choose the perfect, make the perfect decision. There's no such thing as perfect regardless. And he says it's almost a thing of like, let's say, for example, last night I had 3 videos to choose from. Me trying to dwell and think about which out of the 3 I should post. With speed, he said you could probably post all 3 and then see the results after. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it make sense, you feel me? But I was like, damn, that is crazy. And it does make sense. I've attached this to me trying to be a perfectionist. It's always been in my personality, wanting everything to be perfect, wanting to know everything to the T, wanting to know all the theory before I do anything, take any action. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I feel like fear breeds inaction, if anything. So it's a two-way street. Me not doing anything, the fear creeps in, the guilt creeps in, all these negative emotions that start getting to you. So it just becomes a thing of like, just move, just go. You'll figure the things out later. That's why I think there's a differentiation between the successful and the unsuccessful. Or like, there's a lot of smart people out there, right? A lot of smart people out there who are smarter than like the average of entrepreneur who's made it out and made big bucks. You know what I'm saying? All because the average entrepreneur or the average person, he just decided to take a step, dive into the deep end and figure it out later. Unlike the smart people, they want everything to be perfect. They want to know all the theory. You know what I'm saying? And it stops them from ever starting. They never ever start. Like, you do realize that some things you just learn as you go. Once you're in the thing, some things you can't get out of the book, bro. I guess that's why they always say with entrepreneurship and stuff like that, you can't really learn out of the book and try apply it. There's just some real life situations that will hit you in the head and wake you up to a different reality. And you only are able to face those challenges once you see them. No textbook can prepare you for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. He just emphasizes how doing is more efficient than thinking about it. And another great point, the fourth one, which really resonated, was like, damn. He says, don't beat yourself up over mistakes. Everyone else is doing it for you. Is that not crazy? Because it's so true. Bro, man, all these haters, literally everyone's watching your next move, waiting for you to mess up. And when you do, it's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Now, you still want to bring that upon yourself in your own head and also talk yourself down. Imagine, bro, you can't let that happen. You can't let them think, you're weak. You can't let them see that side of you whatsoever. Regardless, it wasn't an L. It was a learning experience, because we're going to be up. We only learn and we only move forward. We only fall forward. You know what I'm saying? We pick ourselves back up, dusted, you know what I'm saying? And we keep it pushing. You get me? So, not much to really say about it, to be honest, but yeah. And then after listening to this podcast, even today, bro, Deadass. I posted this. It's the fastest like on G. It's the fastest I've posted a TikTok. I think it took me maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because I did get disturbed by my mom. But 40 minutes, posted at the same time, deleted the app again. You know what I'm saying? Man, we're in motion. We're in motion. I really needed to hear this message. I don't think you get it. I really did. I really did. Because I feel like yesterday's, overthinking would have proceeded to today. Shout out Gary Vee, man. I needed to hear that. Just do. And it's almost a thing of I'm also wanting to apply it to many other things in my life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just move, guys. You just move. And you learn once you're in the deep end. That's just as far as it goes. Yeah. Don't forget that. Know that. Learn from it. Take the lesson and move. Please, please, please. Just realize that man's greatest burden is unrealized potential. Yes, sure.